Travel checks on VIPs? PM says it's nothing new, but Samsuri Mokhtar's claims of surveillance and restricted movements stir debate, just as the Air Kuning by-election heats up. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has confirmed that all high-ranking officials, including himself, are subject to monitoring under the Travel Control Order, or TCO. Speaking to reporters in Gombak today, he said the surveillance applies to all VIPs, not just specific individuals. His remarks come after Terengganu Menteri Besar Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar revealed he had been flagged under the TCO. According to Samsuri, the classification has even limited his movement within Malaysia, including travel to Sabah and Sarawak. He claimed that additional clearance is required from border authorities before he is allowed to proceed, and that these restrictions have been in place since late 2024. However, Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi believes the issue is being raised now because of the upcoming Air Kuning by-election. He suggested that Samsuri may be trying to gain public sympathy ahead of the polls. Zahid, who is also the UMNO president, pointed out that the Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail has already addressed and clarified the matter. Meanwhile, a past member flags a major gap in the TCO narrative. He asked if all VIPs are monitored. Why was Samsuri's experience so different?
A past member challenged Anwar Ibrahim's comments on the Travel Control Office Order, or TCO, arguing they do not match Terengganu Menteri Besar Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar's experience. Nurul Islam Muhammad Yusof, Director of PAS Central Information Committee, Research and Policy Department, questions why Anwar has not experienced detainment at immigration counters unlike Samsuri. He implied that if Anwar had not encountered such procedures, then his experience is different from Samsuri's. Nurul Islam pressed for an explanation on why Samsuri has been flagged under the TCO, a designation meant for individuals seen as risks or threats, especially after Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail's explanation was deemed unsatisfactory. Earlier, Anwar confirmed all high-ranking officials, including himself, are under TCO surveillance. Samsuri, however, contended that this label unfairly paints him as dangerous, linking him to criminal elements and restrict his travel outside the peninsula by requiring extra clearance. In response, Saifuddin downplayed the concerns, noting that as a state leader with round-the-clock security, Samsuri does not require additional surveillance measures.
Police clear the air. Terengganu MB is not on any criminal watch list. The IGP says Ahmad Samsuri might simply felt uneasy during a routine VIP check.
Inspector General of Police Razarudin Hussain clarified that Terengganu Menteri Besar Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar was never placed on the Special Circular List or SPK because he is not a criminal. He explained that the SPK is reserved for suspects involved in serious crimes such as narcotic offences, CID cases or security-related fugitives. Razarudin dismissed claims that Samsuri was flagged under a travel control order, clarifying that TCO refers only to officers handling border checks. He did not report that Samsuri's phone was intercepted, but confirmed that his movements are closely monitored by his security detail. However, Razarudin said Samsuri may have felt uneasy when TCO officers asked about his destination while he was using the VIP lane at the airport.
Moving on to the next story, as questions swirl over Abang Belon's spinal injury, the Health Ministry is drawing the line. Only certified specialists can make medical diagnosis, especially in cases like this.
Health Ministry has reminded that only qualified doctors can diagnose or treat medical conditions amid speculation over the injuries of Zaimuddin Azlan, also known as Abang Belon. It said only registered orthopedic and neurosurgery specialists can assess spinal injuries, warning that unqualified practitioners risk suspension, fines or jail under the Medical Act 1971. Running an unlicensed medical facility is also an offence under the Private Healthcare Facilities and Services Act 1998. The reminder comes after Dr. Hafiz Rizal Amran, hired by Zaimuddin's legal team, claimed he may face permanent paralysis from a T12 vertebrata compression. Zaimuddin was allegedly injured during an altercation with DBKL enforcement officers on March 28. Since then, speculation has spread on social media, including leaked medical scans and claims the injury may not be recent. Checks show Dr. Hafiz is a registered medical practitioner but not a specialist in orthopedics or neurosurgery. Meanwhile, the ministry said Zaimuddin is receiving proper treatment at Sultan Idris Shah Hospital and urged the public to rely on verified sources.
Sabah's corruption storm heads to the State Assembly and UMNO demands explanation. With the MACC on the case, pressure is mounting on Hajiji's government to come clean.
Sabah UMNO is demanding answers in the state's final legislative sitting before elections, and they want the mineral mining corruption scandal front and centre. Its communications director, Datu Rosman Datu Akhir Zaman, said the session is the best time for Chief Minister Hajiji Noor's government to explain the alleged bribery involving exploration licenses. This comes after MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki assured there will be no cover-up in the investigation. He confirmed the anti-graft body is waiting for a forensic report on leaked videos, believed to show lawmakers accepting bribes from a businessman who is also the whistleblower. The businessman has accused 9 assembly persons of corruption, while the state government claims he's part of a cartel trying to monopolize mining in Sabah. Dr. Rosman welcomed Azam's statement and called for arrests and prosecutions to follow, saying Sabahans want justice. Chief Minister Hajiji had dismissed the allegations as a political ploy aimed at destabilizing his administration.
A fatal flash flood in Selangor. 1 man and a dog were found, believed to be electrocuted at a flooded construction site.
Flash floods in Selangor turned deadly on Friday morning after a man was found dead, believed to have been electrocuted in Shah Alam. Police confirmed the 27-year-old Sri Lankan man was discovered face down near the carcass of a dog along Jalan Padu 25/127. Investigations revealed the site was a construction material store, which the man had also used as his home. Authorities suspect both the man and the dog were electrocuted during the floods. The downpour early this morning triggered flash floods in several districts across Selangor, including Petaling, Klang, Hulu Langan and Shah Alam.
Singapore leads the charge for interfaith unity as PM Lawrence Wong recalls painful history and criticizes divisive comments on Palestine, a stark reminder to Malaysia of the dangers of intolerance. Singapore Prime Minister Lawrence Wong has reminded citizens of the country's past as part of Malaysia, urging continued unity in the face of global tensions. In a Facebook post, he criticized a recent remark by former nominated Member of Parliament Calvin Cheng, which sparked backlash for targeting pro-Palestine activists. Wong recalled how before Singapore's separation from then Tanah Melayu, some in the local community labelled local Chinese as pendatang, a painful reminder of second-class treatment. He said Singapore vowed never to repeat such discrimination, and today stands as a diverse, harmonious society where all races and religions are respected. But he warned this hard-won unity could still be threatened by external forces and urged citizens to protect it at all costs. Wong also thanked Islamic leaders Pasuni Maulan and Muhammad Hasbi for championing interfaith understanding. Earlier, Chang had suggested sending pro-Palestine activists to Gaza and not letting them return, a statement that drew criticism from Muslim leaders and ministers. Other cabinet members, including Minister K. Shanmugam, have since distanced themselves from Chang's views as he issued an apology. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you would like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Camelia. This has been KiniNews.